Welcome to the Filesit import instructions. The first thing we're going to do with that spreadsheet, which we've downloaded from Filesit, is to set up the headings. So we will right-click and choose Format Cells. We're going to make it left indented, centered at the top with wrap text. This will reveal everything in the columns, which we can then adjust to make sure they are sensibly sized. Now we're ready to go. We are importing an organization first, which will be an O in the first column an account reference if we have one, Liga Motors Limited. We don't need columns D through G. This will be a customer record. It's the account type we want. We don't need an also known as. We don't need a finding phrase. We may wish to have a root email because only emails coming from Omega Motors will automatically go into their file. All we have to do is put a yes in this column M. And that's what we need to import the basic information for an organization. If we wish to have telephones and mobile numbers, we can add them. We have address line 123 all the way through to country code. When adding addresses, if you add an address, columns P and column P are mandatory. That's an requirement for an address. You can have a contact note and then indicate in column X whether you want to show the emails incoming and outgoing for this organization. You want to share them with your colleagues so that they can see them in their dashboard. If you don't wish to share them, quite yes into this field here. In column 1, for individuals, we have an I. We can put in an account ref, which we would normally do if we want to relate this individual to an organization, but if it's just a B to C customer, we can leave it blank and Filesit will create a reference for us. Let's put in one moment. So it's not an organization name, it's again to put in Mr. and then middle name, Jones. Account type, he's a customer. We will put his email address in. Expand that just to make it easy to see. We want to autofile his emails. We can put his telephone number, mobile address lines here. If you use the address lines, then you need to enter column P and column G, which is the country code. Those are the minimum for an address line. You can put a note on here. If you want to share his incoming and outgoing emails with your colleagues and they will be able to see them on their dashboards, you can leave this as a no, but if you don't want to show them, then that's a yes. And that's all you need to import an individual D2C client. To add additional data to an existing contact, we just enter an A in column A, the code of account ref of the contact we wish to add to, the data itself, which could be the email address, for example. In this case, we're going to add an AOL address as well as the Gmail address. And if we want to add additional telephone mobile address lines, we can do so. For adding additional address lines, address line 1 and country code are both mandatory. To relate an account to an existing account, we place some R in column A, put the account number that we want to relate to in column B, and then a yes in column M indicating want emails to file to, in this case, Generalized Skateboards. In column Y, we put the account we're relating to General Skateboards, which is Mr. Alan Dalis, DAV01. We put the corporate email address in column Z. The relate type is optional, but in this case, he's a director, so we'll add that. We don't want to automatically file emails to Alan because we want them to go to Jim, but if we did want them to go to both, we would put a yes in column AB. And that's it. To add another type, we enter OT in column A, and then the contact or account reference in column B, which could be, for example, a project number, and then a name for the project, for example, building a new wall, and the account type for that is project. And we can, if we wish, add a phrase which will automatically file emails with a subject containing 33 Cache Avenue to that project, and put in a contact note as well. Another type of other contact type could be for accountants doing year-end accounts with a reference number, and the name being year-end accounts for year-end 31st of March 2025. That type of account would be a job or whatever you want to call it. Another use for other contact types is for storing internal information like sales contracts, where you can create a contracts file and keep all copies of all your internal sales contracts in one place safely in the cloud. To relate a project to an organization contact within the spreadsheet, what we need to do is enter an R for relationship in column A, the contact code we're relating to in column B. In this case, it's for Gemini skateboards. We're going to indicate in column N that we want to autofile to Gemini skateboards for this relationship. And we're going to copy the code for our year-end accounts and place it over into the relate to account code on column Y. The relate type in this particular case is project, and the autofile setting is going to be yes, because we want it to file to both the project and to the organization. If we just want to file to the project, then in column N, we would put a no. Any emails filing in both places are never duplicated within Filesit. It will only store them once so as not to create additional storage overhead.